Go Big Orange. Welcome to another edition of Blackberry Wisdom Live. Thank you to those who are and will be watching live, and to those who watch on the replay. I do appreciate each and every one of you who are watching, tuning in during this uh, time that I'm just trying to share some things from my book, Blackberry Wisdom. I got a little bit of Blackberry Wisdom overload tonight. What do you think? Between the oops, it's over here. That icon, and I've got a new. Of course, my book is right here behind. I can't do this well. My book is right here behind me, and I just got this brand new banner, Blackberry Wisdom. Yes, that's a real banner right there. I'll be using that next. See here, Saturday. That'd be November the 12th out the Ramsey House. We'll be selling Blackberry Wisdom books and some Blackberry jelly. If either one of those are exciting to you or think you might like to get on the action, come out and join us at the Ramsey House. It's here in Knoxville. You can find the directions. You can also find it on my Facebook page if you'd like more information. Love to have you come out and be a part of that if you would like to. Tonight, we're going to talk about control. This is our fourth series, and tonight is all about control and the things that we control, the things that we have control over. And I want to preface this by saying, first of all, God controls it all. God controls everything on this earth. I don't know if you know that or not, but this is not for us to control. He gives us a little bit of control of this world, but we have to realize that He really controls it all. And so, when I talk about control, I'm talking about control over the things in which we have control. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to talk. Well, I've got three things about control that I've sort of determined, or put in three categories, if you will. There's three categories of control that I believe we have in life. One is we have no control. There's absolutely nothing that we can do to help it or prevent it, anything. Sort of like the weather. I can do nothing about the weather. If it rains, that's great. If it doesn't rain, that's great. I have no influence over the weather, and I know you don't either. So we have no control over the weather. Time. A lot of people say, "Oh, if I had more time." You don't. We all have 24 hours in one day. We all have the same amount of time. I cannot add time to my day. I can't. I cannot do that. So there's things that we have absolutely no control over. Then there's things that we have some control, and things like our daily activities. Right? I can decide what time I get up, what time I go to bed. I could decide what I wear usually. I have control over that. Right? There's some things that I have control over. And then there's some things that I have most control. I have most control over things like my words. My words are my words. They're not your words. They're not something that someone makes me say. I usually have control over my words and also my actions. No one makes me do anything. Now, when I was in the military, I gave some of that control away, right? When I was in the military, I only had some control over the things I said and did because Uncle Sam told me exactly where to be, when to be there, and what to do when I got there. So I have a little more control of that now. So I want to put this into perspective and give you a few examples of some things. The first one I thought of would be planting seeds. Now, if I love the garden, and hopefully you've seen some of my videos and pictures from out in the garden. I love the garden. I got my greenhouse out there. Absolutely love it. Homesteading and being prepared, growing our own food that it's healthy. Just, oh, I really love it. Anyway, planting seeds. When I plant seeds, I have control over the seeds that I plant. I can go online or I can go to the store and I can pick out seeds that I think will grow well in our area. So I have control over that. I have control over when I put them in the ground. But then I start to lose control when we talk about rain. There again, I can't control the rain. I can I can have some control over what time of year I put seeds in the ground and knowing that they have the optimum time to grow. So I have some control in that, but the control of about how much sunlight they get, how cold, how hot, how wet it will be, I have no control over those things. I just hope the good Lord blesses it and I get a good return from my seeds. Or what about if you were going on a hike? I thought of this. If I was planning to hike Old House Mountain here tomorrow evening, I'd say there's some things that I could control. I could control the time that I went, how I got there, and what I wore. If it's too hot, if it's too cold, I can control the things that I wear, right? What I don't have control over is how crowded it would be there when I get there. I may get there and parking lot's full, no place to park, and you can't get up. Or maybe there was a tree that fell over the the path, and we can't get to where we want to get to. I don't have control over that. I have no control over those things, right? So I can't worry about things in which I have no control. That's the bottom line of that. And yesterday, if you were with us, we talked about crazy drivers, little road rage. Anybody with me? Anybody get a little road rage? Anybody get a little angry when you drive? Maybe just me. Thinking about when I'm driving and someone pulls out in front of me, there's something that I can control. I can control my actions. What I have some control over is the time of day in which I travel, right? So if I get out at 6 o'clock in the morning, there's not too much traffic. If I try to travel at 8 o'clock in the morning or around 5 o'clock in the evening, it is going to be crowded. Okay. So I really, I can choose maybe the time at which I travel. What I can't control, I can't control that person that pulled out in front of me. Absolutely have no control over them. I can't decide when they're going to pull out, what they're going to do when they pull out, and why they pulled out. That's not up to me, right? If you think about that, I have no control over that other driver. I have no control of them stopping at a stop sign as I'm going through like I'm supposed to. If I'm obeying the law, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, but others don't. I can't control them. And and the bottom line is this: what is healthy is to spend time, or not to spend time, put it this way, not to spend time worrying about things in which I have no control. Things in which I have no control, if I spend time worrying about those or spend time trying to navigate those things, guess what? That just frustrates me. I need to spend my time, and it's healthy to spend time on things in which we control and things we have the most control, put it that way. So you think about a situation, you may think to yourself, yeah, I'm so frustrated with what's going on with whatever. Maybe it's work, maybe it's a relationship. Think about the things in which you have no control, the things in which you have some control, and the things in which you have most control. And the things in which you have most control, focus on those. The things in which you have no control, don't focus on it because it's going to frustrate you. And you can't do anything about it because you have no control. I think it's just a healthy tip. A little healthy tip. Well, that's all I have for tonight on control. I do have control of what time I stop this live video tonight, and I'm going to stop it here within the next 60 seconds. How about that? I've got control of that. I push one button up there at the top, it stops it. You can't stop it. I can. Well, actually, you can stop it anytime you want to. You can tune me off if you want to. Thursday, not tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday. It's church night. I hope you're in church somewhere. Thursday night, we'll be talking about discipline, being disciplined. When you're in control, are you disciplined, and how are you disciplined? A lot around discipline there. Hope to pack it all. I'm trying to pack these things into about 10 minutes, short and sweet. Hope that's helpful to you. But most importantly, I hope that you are blessed as you navigate the seasons of life. We'll see you Thursday.